Oh, hey everyone. I didn't hear you come in. I was lost in thought. There's a fire crackling away over there, and I've got my hot cocoa. And I don't think the print mine has ever been this cozy. It's just really, it's really cozy. Oh, I guess I should introduce the show. This is Picks from the Print Mine. This is the show where we talk about stuff that's available in the Goodman Games online store. And I almost forgot. I forgot about the whole thing almost because it's really cozy. I've never known it to be this warm and cozy down here. Uh, I can't imagine anything ruining this vibe. You know what I mean? It's so cozy.
Get to work, minion!
Maybe that could do it. I don't know.
Oh, is that hot chocolate?
There's still a little left in the pot.
Think of hot chocolate, minion.
All right, I'll get it for you. I'll be right back.
Boy, it's so cozy down here.
Isn't it nice? I don't know what's happening. There must be like a thermal vent that opened up or something.
Oh, well, maybe we finally dug down to hell.
It's actually almost too hot, and I'm gonna throw some of this stuff off because I don't want to sweat through the whole show. You know what I mean? But it was nice while it lasted.
Oh, take it all off, John. Take
Oh,
it
and
all.
yeah. Okay, here we go. Um, I might kick my slippers off if that's okay. I could do that on camera. Watch me. Whoa! Look at that.
That's
Barefooted.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Let me put that back on though, because I do want that on.
So,
Whew.
everyone, thanks for watching. We're going to tell you about some cool new stuff. Somehow, John, we are the first show of the new year.
Yeah. How did that happen? And
I,
it's an amazingly long episode too. I think we have 3 or 4 hours in which to
oh,
discuss things.
3 or 4 hours. Great. So we could have a lot of guests. Let's roll a random amount of guests.
All right, let me find my disguise kit, and yeah, we'll have a bunch of guests.
We'll do what should we do? Like D I want to roll a D7. Let's do D7 -1. Sound good?
That sounds good. We can do that.
Um that would be 0.
Okay,
Zero
we can do that too.
Yes, John. 0.
I'm game for that.
Okay. I think we can make that work. Like it's the logistics are a little difficult, but I think we can do it.
Hey, that D7 that you rolled, was it one of these?
It was. This is Mystic Skulls. Um, what is the actual name of this one?
No, I think that's it. Mystic Skulls.
Mystic Skulls. Oh,
It's the Sarcasm series dice.
Sarcasm series Mystic Skulls.
The name of one of the previous ones is on the edge of my brain, and I can't
Oh,
quite
Infernal-
sum it up. But it was another skull thing. They're all skull related.
Skulls. I got it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
So-
these are swirly purple with a green.
Vibrant green inking.
They're pretty cool.
Get a pretty good sense, even in my lousy cave lighting.
You're cozy.
Kind of a marbly purple with a green ink. Those just dropped into the store today, so make sure you go buy them all so that they're unavailable hereafter.
Right. By the time this show gets over to the YouTube channel where most people watch
That's
it,
right.
we want these
Yeah.
guys to be gone.
People will be like, "Oh, I gotta get those." Oh, and then they play the sad Snoopy music, and they.
That's sad. Stupid.
That's the happy music. It's the Arrested Development meme. You know, where they're walking and. Anyway, that's not important right now.
How was your holidays, John? What did you get up to?
It was good. It was good. I got some new sneaks,
Oh,
which
yeah.
are also purple with green ink. Well, no, not any green ink yet, but
You put green ink on them now.
yeah. Then they would match my Mystic Skulls.
Awesome.
How about you? Did you have a happy
Well,
holiday or days
well,
or
I
whatever?
started off December at PAX Unplugged.
Oh yeah.
So that kept me pretty busy for a while, and then I came home and yeah, I had pretty good holidays. I had a friend come visit for the holidays, and I went and
Awesome.
saw my parents, and I got a little bit of gaming in, John. I played a session of Dragonbane.
Dragonbane.
It's
What's the gist of
really
that? Is it something
really
to do with dragons?
not necessarily, but it's a fun game. I played with Mr. Dragonbane himself,
Really?
really, on the internet. It was fun. It was fun. It's a good game.
Nice.
It's not a DCC, but it's a fun game. I liked it.
There
Nice,
are other fun games available. We're not
nice
denying
simple
that.
games. But anyway, it was a TPK though. Well, almost. I survived because I ran away, but I was the only one.
I've done that a time or two in games where I'm just like, oh, we are in serious trouble. We should get out of here. No, no, no,
Well,
we can do it. It's like I'm leaving,
my
and
character
everybody else gets wiped out.
he left his grandmother's heirloom spear. He had to drop it to flee, so he left that in the tomb. He has
That's
to
the
go.
trade-off.
He's going to gather another group and go back for it at some point.
There you go. Perfect. It's excellent. Excellent, in fact. Um, yeah, you're reminding me talking about PAX. We haven't done one of these for like
A long
8 or 19 months.
Yeah, it's been at least 19 years. Yeah.
I think so. It was about 2004,
Yeah.
2003.
Yeah, I think in the last episode we were talking about DCC number 4, I think was
Oh, no, 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 no. Of course it wasn't number 4. It was number 10, The Sunless Garden.
Southwest Garden. That's right. I forgot. I should have known. I should have known.
Some things never die. Um, yeah, no, but the Goodman Games warehouse is now a new location. It's a thing unto itself.
Yes.
But as a kind of
Foxy is up there shipping stuff out.
That's right, with the Chaos Lords. But it did mean there was a little hiccup in our process here, like because we ship everything up to the surface,
Yeah, yeah,
and then they find copies to send back to us, so we have a chance to look at them and do things, and that just kind of got a little delayed. So we have a massive amount of stuff. So I think a
yeah.
3-hour show is about right. We can probably do it.
You can? I don't know.
We could get through half of it at least.
Okay.
Come on, let's try.
Okay.
First up,
We're gonna drag out this show unbearably long. Okay.
the is it honor? Was it honor? I looked at it. Is it Honor Among Thieves that's after us, or is it
I don't know.
what was it? I forgot what it was. Dang it! I looked at it and now I forgot. I can see the logo. I can't picture the words. I'm gonna look it up.
Stay tuned.
I've never looked up anything during the Wasteland Saga. That's the one. It'll be
On
the
an
Wasteland Saga. A little less than 3 hours from now. They might have to wait to start because we'll still be going. Um, or maybe our voices will give out in the next 15 minutes, and that'll be that.
oh, yeah, that's a possibility too. And
Where do you want to start?
let's start with
You want to start in the woods?
yeah, let's start in the woods.
Start in the
Bear,
woods with the prison of the Forsaken Bear God.
not just any bear god, the Forsaken bear god.
Got to be specific. This is a sixth level adventure. It
Yeah.
is intended for mature audiences. So Dieter
Yes.
and I, neither of us could read it.
Despite the cartoony, nice, colorful cover, it is a fairly dark adventure, and it is intended for mature audiences. Yes, it is like one part hex crawl and then one part dungeon crawl. So you go through the hex crawl to get to the dungeon, then you crawl through the dungeon. Um, but
Yeah, it centers around a relic that there are various reasons you might be seeking the relic. Like this, one of the suggestions was if you're playing a thief, you might need to prove something to your thieves guild, and returning that relic would be a fantastic way to take over maybe even the thieves guild. I mean, at 6th level, finding a super rare relic, I think you should take over a thieves guild at that point. But also like a cleric might be sent on a mission from their deity to deal with this situation. One of the neat things about this is there's a list of magic items, and you can place them where you want them to be in the course of the adventure or not, and then just hey, why not use them somewhere else? So you've got several magic items to pick from. You can kind of go with what suits your party or suits the mood you're trying to create for your campaign.
Similarly, there's lots of monsters that show up in random encounters that if you don't use them in a random encounter, you can certainly place them
Yeah.
elsewhere. Um, there's a new patron in here. The Forsaken Bear God himself is in here as a patron at the end.
Oh, you're right. With spells and everything. A complete patron write-up, as they say.
Yes, yes.
I'd forgotten to put that in my notes, but you're absolutely correct.
So now I am not entirely sure. I think this adventure is intended just for straight up DCC, um, but it could potentially be used. There's a couple not typical DCC things in it as well, which I'm not going to spoil. But if you don't know what they are, John, then I will tell you later.
I'm not recalling
Um, but
what you
it
were
would
referring to.
work. It would I think it would work very well as a Shutter Mountains adventure if
Oh
with a
yeah.
little adaptation. Probably as could do be done as an MCC adventure too, pretty easily.
Oh, and the other thing is it does start off, there's a little hamlet, and it includes some random stuff that could happen in the hamlet
So
if you're into that sort of thing.
yes, this is
Random stuff.
21 pages and $15.
Oh yeah, it's not on here, but you must have looked it up.
It was on it was comes in a plastic wrap and the price was on the plastic.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It came in a kind of a slip bag thing. There we go. That's that. What's our clever segue to get out of that one? Do we
Our
have any? Did we save over any clever segues from last year, or we have to start over this year?
I did not get any clever segues in my stocking, so
Yeah, I can't think of a segue from bears to dirt bikes.
well, oh, here, speaking of sixth level adventures, here's another level six adventure.
Oh well, there we go. It's not thematic; it's mechanical, but that's
It-
perfectly fine.
yes. So
Absolutely right.
Hell Climb is a DCC Grand Prix, Dungeon Grand Prix adventure for level six characters. A tale of corporate espionage, also
Oh
dirt bikes.
yes. So yeah, this is a village under siege scenario where you're trying to get in there and put things right. I suppose you could also join the siege if you're into that sort of thing. Um, it also has kind of a hex crawly. It's a point crawl, but it's this similar kind of thing where you're making your way through a wilderness type setting. In this case, up a mountain, where of course dirt bikes reign supreme. And there's a bit of a race at the end, I think. Do I have that right?
Yeah, I think there's actually a couple races in here, maybe.
And some
But
some gnarly opportunities to catch air on the way up the mountain,
yes.
if my parlance is at all in the ballpark.
And yeah, and like most modules, even if you're not gonna run it as a dirt bike adventure or whatever, there are plenty of regular monsters and things you can steal for your campaign. Now this one I do want to point out the art in this one is pretty some of it's pretty crazy looking. There you open it up and the first piece of art is like a Balrog looking character doing a handstand on a motorcycle going off a cliff. Yeah. So the art is by Jonathan LaMantia, who is not which is not a name I recognize, but this is some pretty good very in the vein of DCC art, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Got there was another one. So this is like, is that like a road golem or something there in the background?
Radio tower, perhaps?
Well, it seems to have like the dashed lines on a road down the middle of it.
Oh,
I
the
don't know.
road down the middle of it. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe it's just a
I,
tribute to the Pretenders. I don't know.
I dig the artwork in this one quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Nice black and white use of light and shade and tonality. Um, did we when we mentioned it's part of the Grand Prix Dungeon Grand Prix series?
Um, and this is a zine format, 43 pages, $20.
Yeah, pretty. I'm going to trust you on that one. I don't see it, but it's probably there somewhere. Maybe that one was also in a bag, or not.
No, it's on there.
Peter falls silent.
I am reading the chat. We
Oh,
have
people are watching this?
I know there's a few people watching this. Yes.
Crazy. What? They're still hungover from New Year's Eve.
I am too, a little bit, honestly.
Parked, yeah, little dehydrated, yeah.
Let's see.
Parked in front of Twitch. What do we got? We got
another zine.
Hey,
here.
this one's not a 6th-level adventure.
No, it's not an adventure at all. It is a new kind of a setting.
It is a new setting for DCC.
By Father Goose. This takes DCC into a sort of a modern urban fantasy setting.
Right.
Yeah, it's modern Earth, but there are fairies and
goblins and elves and such.
So this book has a bunch of races and a bunch of classes.
Yeah, it separates race from class, unlike standard DCC.
Right. It also does not do a funnel. You start at first level.
Right. But you do get, one of the nice features in here, just one of them, is the nice modern occupation table where you could be an electrician or a barista or what have you. You've got complete character creation rules in this zine. And it also goes into how magic is different than baseline DCC because spells are available, but I'm pretty sure it was not all of the spells.
Right, and not all the spells. And some of the spells are less powerful, so they top out like it says 20 is the highest result you can get from this.
Yeah, that's the big thing is certain spells, like you can only get so much out of it, and then you can't go to the same level as blowing up planets in the 32 result of a DCC spell. But this one says 24 is enough. We're just going to stop there.
Oh, sorry, I was mistaken. You do start at 0 level typically in this.
Does it have a 0? Okay, I couldn't remember off the top of my head one way or the other.
Yeah, no, I was mistaken there. So then you have all the rules for like modern equipment. So there's more new firearm rules. There's not really a lot of magical healing in this setting, so there's some medical equipment, first aid kit rules to heal with. And then the magic. And then there's several factions, like secret societies.
Yeah, there are 8. There's like a little section of overview of where it's like each page is a overview of each different faction, and there's a little bit of discussion of like how to use them and how to employ them and so forth. There are other books in the series. This is just the basic rules for it. I think one of the other books is, that's not the end.
Yes,
one of the other books I think is all factions, isn't it? It goes into more detail.
Shadow factions and then Creatures of Shadow, which I assume is a monster book or something.
Yeah.
That could be out if they're not already out, hopefully soon.
I think they are.
But what is definitely out though is Adventure,
Yes.
a Night
Oh,
in Shadow.
and that book, $15.
So a Night in Shadow is a first level adventure for this Where Shadows Fall setting. It is $10. Um, it's got a very Lovecraftian vibe to it. Um,
Well, I mean, it spells out on the cover, I think, that it's um, inspired by Shadow over Innsmouth, which is
right.
written by that Howard guy, Howard somebody, I can't remember his name.
Howard Andrew Jones, yes.
There we go. It does come with pre-gen characters, so you don't have to create characters beforehand. You can just dive right in. Um, there's also a brief patron write-up where
Right.
you're
No
getting
no
the invoke,
spells. There's just invoke patron results and
the invoke
details.
results,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a dream themed patron,
And
not like the god of dreams, but somebody below that level, but still like patron level type person.
looks like
Um,
we have several different artists in this one, but a lot of Brad McDevitt in here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I would estimate this would easily fit in a session to play through it.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like it would be a fairly short adventure, so I think it could easily be done in a regular one night or convention slot.
Right. Yeah, yeah. You just slip it right in there. No trying to summarize what would have happened if we had more time to play. You can get it done in a
Oh,
convention slot.
is that a thing people do at conventions?
I've seen it happen a time or two.
I
If only
usually
you
just
had played faster, we could have done all these cool things, but
I just usually say you're all dead.
that works also. I've been at tables like that. And this one, did we say $10 for the
Ten
adventure?
bucks.
A mere
Yes.
$10.
Give me a $10. Now,
Um, I don't know.
hey,
I think that's it, right?
Brotherhood of the Dice. Thank you for raiding us. They brought a party of 6 into
Woo.
our. That's a good sized party, a well balanced party. I hope.
Yeah. Well, then I will show off this. If I can catch some good light. Maybe my light fell. Is that showing up? No, that's not showing up. Let me bring it over.
Oh, there a little bit. There you go. There you go.
Green
Beautiful.
and black. So it is kind of hard to show off, but green and black with glitter and gold ink. Uh, these are the void dice that go with elemental void dice. There you go. You can see it there.
These are the DCC number 100 related dice. Obviously, you don't need to have DCC number 100 to appreciate the dice, nor do you have to have the dice to play DCC 100. But here I have the Earth dice. You can see they're kind of
Oh
brown and
yeah,
white with gold. And then the fire dice and water dice are the other ones. So there's
correct,
4 sets.
Because those are the four elements that combine with chaos create the music of the spheres.
Right. So DCC number 100, it's actually been out for a while, but we had to read it before we could talk about it. And well, that took a while.
I have to move my lips, so yeah, it takes a while. Um, so what could we say about this other
Oh,
than it's
it's
really
it's a
cool?
it's a level, was it level 5?
Level 5.
Level 5 adventure. So it's a just beyond being, yeah, beyond just being huge and being written by Harley Stroh, it is level 5, so it's going to be even deadlier than you would expect from a regular hard. Um, and this adventure, this is Harley at his best. Like, there's some really good writing in here. There's some great creative encounters, just beyond the whole Do you have the map, John? Show them the map. So
Look
in
at
case,
look at
just in
this
case,
map. Look
just in
how
case.
detailed.
Wow, that looks
You can see yourself in it, Dieter.
that's cool.
And then
Yeah.
you turn it around and it's even better.
Oh, nice.
Look at this moving parts and spinning gizmos and
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't already know, the basic concept is this map spins around and gets very confusing for players. Um, but
diabolical for game masters.
but it is like it looks. It's not as complex as it looks at first. Like it's got a lot of parts, but each part on its own is pretty straightforward and simple. Um, so you don't have to do learn a whole lot. It's not as complicated as it looks. Um, but it is cool because the map moves based on what the players do.
Right.
Uh, so it's not willy-nilly, it's not random. The players basically well, if the players get screwed, they did it to themselves.
And to demonstrate that there are ways to manage the apparent complexity of the thing, there are things like this bookmark that's in the set, which there are four zodiac signs at play in the adventure, and you have this handy thing to help you keep track of which one is ascendant and what its effects are at any given point. So, it's a short list of things that,
So
you just have
I
in
want to.
front of you. And
Do you think I can talk a little bit about how that all works without spoiling the adventure? Like, so hold the map up again. Hold the
on the
map up
map,
again.
I mean, the creatures are the zodiac signs are on the map.
Yeah, you see that the map is divided into four quadrants, each with the lion, the goat, the wolf, and the worm. So, and when the players are in each one of those sections, they get certain bonuses and penalties to different things. So the idea is that the players have the ability to rotate the map and put it into a different section so that they can get different bonuses and or different penalties to help them with the encounter that they're on. But the catch is that every time they rotate the map, the what is it? The
The
rot
star rot.
star rot becomes more powerful, and that's
Yeah,
bad.
I really shouldn't do this because
Yeah, you're just
I'm in
yeah.
trouble. I won't be here next episode because I'll have been consumed by the star rot. But
But
yeah, that's and also
DC's
it's got the information right on the thing too, so you can keep track.
yeah, it is a fan. Like even if you're not going to play the adventure, I highly recommend if you're a judge that you buy it and read it. Just to see how Harley creates encounters that are crazy, interesting, and fun.
Big book of handouts
Yeah,
with
whole
all
book
kinds
of
of visual
handouts.
aids.
There's what else? What else is in the box? There's the whole map has
Um,
to be together.
well, there's the alembic key.
Oh, the Olympic key. This is what the players get to fiddle around with and
It's
move the
like the
map.
steering wheel for the big
Yeah.
map dungeon that they're in. The thing that struck me as I was reading through, that I don't know that I'd exactly realized before, but I think Harley excels at traps that are very simple. Like, you want to open that door, but you have to cut the rope first because it's blocking the door. But if you cut the rope, the thing is going to fall on you, the 16-ton weight. But they're very simple, but he teases out like all these kind of like fine details out of them, like, well, you could stop the weight from falling on you, but there are consequences of that. Like, well, you could stop it, but now you can never leave the space that you're in. Or you could stop it, but you could only stop it for a few rounds, and then you got to scramble and come up with, well, what are we going to do now? So it's like the traps often become, it's not just, oops, I fell in a pit. It's like a whole thing
Harley,
unto itself.
each trap, like there's a way around it,
Yeah.
but each solution has its own drawbacks. Yeah.
Right, right. And like I say, it's always like a really simple concept. Like you're going to fall in that water, but like like you're saying, the consequences of how you deal with not falling in the water are almost more of the trap than just falling in the water.
And that's kind of the thing I'm talking about when I talk about interesting, like his monster encounters have a lot of that kind of stuff too.
Right.
Is and Har like you remember like the old D&D adventures like Castle Amber and stuff like that, where strange permanent things can happen to your characters, like
Right.
you wings or I don't know what else, but Harley's not afraid to do that kind of stuff in his adventures either. Like you can have permanent effects on your characters, and I think that's awesome.
Well, and there are a number of beings that you could interact with and you could bargain with them or make pacts or, interact in a way that, like, okay, well, that'll make that other thing we need to do really easy, but we have to deal with this guy now. Like, yeah, there's just, it's so much potential in
Uh,
this
and,
adventure of, like, what are the characters going to look like when they're done? What is the world going to look like when they're done? And so
and
on. It's just
that's very typical Harley. Like one of my favorite adventures is still Jewels of the Carnifex.
right.
Um, and just like because it puts the characters in a conflict between two basically deities, and no matter what they choose, they come out with one ally and one enemy. And I just love that kind of well, something good, really good happens to you, but also something bad happens to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something that's going to be
I
with you
like
for
that.
a while.
That's kind of
Yeah,
what DCC is all about in my mind. So,
yeah. The other thing on a technical point that I wanted to point out, like I've assembled this map, but all of these little things can be unscrewed, so I can disassemble it to pack it away
right, it
very
does not.
easily and conveniently. And even the little pouch that those metal pieces came in is like a resealable little pouch, and then that protects your booklet and everything so they don't get gouged by these metal pieces. So it's well thought out. It's,
Yeah,
like I said, you can assemble it, disassemble it.
I can definitely understand why it took so long to get printed because like this is definitely a custom job here.
Yeah, working out all the logistics and everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, DCC number 100, highly recommend. Highly recommend.
And as a boxed set, it is $65. And there's even
Awesome.
a QR code. If I get it close enough, maybe people can just go to that video, scan that with your phone that you're watching this on. Oh, wait, that's not going to work.
Right? Got to have two phones.
Get somebody near you to scan it with their phone. You hold your phone up, and it's a whole. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just barely getting to the printing press. I'm about that level. Um, all right, what's next? We've got another 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Okay. Did we talk about the dice that go with DCC number 100?
So these are the elemental void dice,
Oh
and I
no,
think you have.
we
Oh, did
did
we do
talk
that?
we talked about those. Yeah.
Okay. Did we? Oh, did we talk about the sunless garden though? Do you have
we
time for me to tell you?
No, we don't have time for it. The
Oh,
show
oh,
almost over, John. You slept through
okay.
hours of the show. This is all the time we have. I'm sorry. Um,
What you gonna do?
the
I gotta go warm up my cocoa.
dice can be purchased on the Goodman Games website. So
Uh,
everything we talked about here can be purchased on the Goodman Games website, correct?
I believe so. Yes, I double checked some of it. Doggone it, I was gonna check. There's a convention we're gonna be at this weekend.
Oh,
The Neon Lord himself is going to be there
yes.
with a Goodman Games booth, and now I can't think of that. Oh, wait, I have it here. Let me see.
It's out east somewhere.
Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo.
Ah, yes, yes. If you are in Philadelphia, go to the Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo, to the Goodman Games booth, and say hello to the Neon Lord.
That's right. That's right.
You can buy
Uh,
dice.
and he'll have some kind of Goodman Games goodies going on. I don't know what, but you'll find out when you're there. And if you're seeing this after that convention, We'll be at other conventions all year
Your
long.
time machine, go back and go see the Neon Lord.
That's an option.
I mean,
But
just do call on your patron, the King of Elfland, to send you back in time.
that's right. That's right. Or he might just lodge you in a tree. That's the way patrons are. But we will be at other conventions. In fact, at some
We've
point before too long, we should have our convention list for the year, our provisional.
we've got a pretty big convention list going this year. We're going to be at more places than probably we've ever been before, I think.
I think possibly, yes. Yes. Um, yeah, what was that everything? There was something else? Anything else?
I think that was everything, John.
Did I mention the shoes? I got new shoes.
Can you buy those on the website?
Not the Goodman Games website, but yes, you can if you go to shoe company that shall not be named .com, like I did.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I feel like we're at long pause territory. We need to skedaddle.
Get out of here. Let's end this. Thank you all for watching.
Yes,
Buy all the things.
but mostly DCC 100 because it's mind blowing.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.